Hello, everyone. Welcome to TalentEgg Talks with MNP. My name is Mary Barrell, and I'm president of TalentEgg. Today, we'll be speaking with three guests from MNP's Northern Ontario offices, each with their own unique career story and insights to share with you about how you can build a rewarding career at one of Canada's leading accounting, tax, and business consulting firms. Our guests are also eager to share work-life balance and advantages that they've found by living and working in Northern Ontario. So let's dive right in and introduce our first guest. Lenares graduated from the University of Regina with a Bachelor of Business Administration in 2019. She works as an accountant in MNP's Thunder Bay office and recently completed her common final exam, a key milestone in the final stages of the CPA designation, along with her Master's of Professional Accounting from the University of Saskatchewan. Indy, welcome to TalentEgg Talks.
Thank you for having me.
Indy, you started your journey at MNP as a co-op student as part of your BBA in 2018. What enticed you to stay and launch your career with MNP?
So in my third year, I had attended a lot of information nights with a bunch of accounting firms in the city. And I was just really blown away by the information session that MNP held. I got to meet a lot of managers, partners, and the atmosphere was just completely different from any of the other sessions that I had attended. Once I started working at MNP in Regina, that certainty that I wanted to continue working with MNP just grew immensely. We strive ourselves on having fun, and the people are just so amazing, and it's a great place to be.
Well, that sounds wonderful. Our audience is really always eager to get an inside look at what it's really like to work at a company like MNP and how the company will invest in their career. Can you tell us about the events and information sessions that MNP has in place for co-op students and soon-to-be grads to learn more about how they can grow their career within the firm?
So I know that in the fall, there are a lot of information sessions held. I know with COVID, it's been a little bit harder to do those in person. So I know that HR was holding a day in the life of MNP event. But again, you can feel free to reach out to anyone, and I'm sure we could answer any questions that you have.
That's great. And we also publish a lot of those events on our employer profile for MNP on TalentEgg. So our audience can learn more there. Originally, your career path at MNP started while you were based in Regina, and then you made the decision to join the Northern Ontario office to further your career. Did you find that you had any misconception about what it was going to be like to live and work in Northern Ontario, and how did those change?
So for me personally, I don't think it was much of a misconception as it was like not knowing what Northern Ontario had to offer. So beautiful. We're right on Lake Superior. There's so much to do in the winter, in the summer, in the fall. I brought people here and they're just amazed at the beauty that Northern Ontario has to offer.
Well, I guess it does offer that sort of work-life balance in that sense. Is that what you find?
Yes, and everything's so close. You can plan a lot in a day. I can go to work, go for a hike after work. Even my commute to work is short.
Well, it does sound enticing. From your introduction off the top of this conversation, it's really clear that you have a love of accounting and continuous learning. How has MNP supported you in continuing to grow your knowledge and expertise?
I completed my master's, actually just convocated November of 2021. I didn't take the most traditional route per se to complete, to be able to write the CFE this September, but MNP did accommodate the time off that I needed. I took off 2 summers and they helped me financially. And because of our policy with being able to bank overtime, that really helped in those 2 summers off that I had.
That's fantastic support and wonderful that you got accommodated that way from MNP. They really invested in your career growth.
They did, yes.
Thank you for your time, Indy. This has been really insightful.
Thank you for having me.
Joining us next is Jesse Langan. Jesse started with MNP as an accountant after completing his Bachelor of Commerce and Graduate Diploma in Accounting from Lakehead University in 2018. This past October, Jesse was promoted to manager within MNP's Thunder Bay office within the Northern Ontario region. Welcome, Jesse.
Hi, Mary. Thank you for having me. Pleased to be here.
Well, we're pleased to have you. I wonder if we could start by having you describe the most exciting and rewarding part of your accounting career so far.
For myself, I think the most exciting and rewarding aspect of my career thus far has been having the opportunity to work and collaborate with local businesses and business professionals in the community. Just being a part of their journey and being able to provide some input and expertise and seeing the positive impact that it has in the community has been a rewarding experience.
Yeah, it certainly would be, I'm sure. In just a very short period of time, just over 3 years with the company, you've been promoted twice. How has MNP supported your career development and helped you excel in a management role?
I think it speaks volumes to work for a firm that supports your career growth and encourages you to succeed in your profession by providing you these opportunities to take on these management roles has been a key component.
Well, Jesse, perhaps now more than ever, students and new grads are looking for more flexibility and work-life balance. Can you tell us how you found this balance in your own career and what strategies does MNP have in place to support it?
So one of our core values here at MNP that defines our culture has been we promote a balanced lifestyle. So these past years, more than ever, everyone's needs and lifestyles have shifted, but providing the opportunity and flexibility to accommodate a remote working environment has been essential. MNP's My Rewards program encourages a balanced lifestyle by offering an extensive list of benefits. For my career, I strive to focus to keep both mentally and physically active by incorporating exercise into my daily routine to help and try and find that balance.
And you're doing it in such a beautiful part of the world in Northern Ontario.
Yeah, definitely. Very scenic up here. It's nice to kind of take that time away from work and really experience the outdoors and get that exercise to take that mental break as well.
Well, thank you very much, Jesse. You've touched on many things that make MNP a standout employer to our viewers.
Thanks, Mary. I appreciate your time.
And now let's welcome Joel Ahrens. Joel has over 15 years of experience in accounting, finance, and helping small businesses thrive. This past June, he was promoted and named partner with MNP. Congratulations on that achievement, Joel, and thank you for being here. We're excited to have you join us today.
Thanks, Mary. It's a pleasure to be here.
Joel, as a partner, you're obviously in a leadership role and can offer our audience a point of view as an experienced professional. Sometimes when beginning your career, it can be tough to know if you're making the right choices or that you belong. How did you know that accounting and finance was the right path for you?
So when I first started in accounting, I didn't know what I wanted to do. There's a lot of different paths you can take. The joy of being in public accounting is you get to see it all. You get to start by doing one side of the accounting thing, and then you get to see how it all interacts. And it allowed me to see what I wanted to do. The reason that I'm still in accounting today is I love interacting with clients. I love trying to help businesses grow. It's one of the better part of the jobs is seeing the clients at the end of the year, seeing how they did they do good, did they do bad, how we can improve the business and how we can make their business more profitable in the future.
And what was it about MNP that attracted you and kept you there?
So MNP's been great. The work-life balance is one of the big things that I love about this. I have 2 small kids at home, and before I became a partner, it's sometimes hard to juggle everything, working 9 to 5 if my kids have an event. Different seasons are not as busy. It's easier to take time off to enjoy time with your family in the summer. One of the perks we kind of have in the northern region is we get Fridays off in the summer, and that's always been a great thing because seasons are so small in Timmins and up in the north that it's better to have those Fridays off and make a long weekend every weekend.
Now, how do leaders at MNP support and nurture the career growth of students and new grads and early career talent?
One of the great parts about MNP is that when you first get started, you get signed up with a performance coach who helps you along the way in your path. So you get a CPA mentor who is usually your performance coach, and I meet with my mentees monthly to kind of give them a hand to see where they're struggling. Are they struggling? Where they're doing good, is there ways that we can improve? Every partner and manager at our firm also has an open door policy. There's no question that's too small to help. I love trying to help staff get to the next level, and it's one of the great parts of working here.
Yeah, that sounds so supportive, especially for grads that are just joining the organization for the first time. What are some of the ways that students and new grads can set themselves apart as a candidate when they're trying to apply for a role at MNP? What are you looking for?
So basically, we're looking for optimistic, positive people. One of the ways that might be able to benefit here is if you do some research on MNP, and MNP has a wide variety of services. if you kind of have a plan of where you want your career to go. I know it's hard at the start to figure where you want to go, but if you talk about, what interests you and what you'd like in your cover letter or your resume, we might be able to help you get to your path quicker and you enjoy your work.
Well, what are some of the advantages besides the Friday off in Northern Ontario that you can find by starting your career in smaller centers like those that are found in Northern Ontario?
Yeah, so in the Northern Centre, you work on a wide variety of clients. We work on every single client in Timmins. There's a wide variety of niches that you can get into, different types of industries, which gives you good experience. You also get to work more with bigger clients, smaller clients, whatever you like to do. One of the other parts I like about working in the north is it's a 5-minute commute home. I can wake up late to go to work and I don't have to worry about traffic. It's a 5-minute drive to work, which is nice. Cost of living is also nice up in the north. Housing, you can buy a house fairly cheap up here, and just the social atmosphere. There's lots of nice stuff to do outside, lots of fun events, lots of boards you can join that are very easy to get on because they're always looking for people. So it's a nice lifestyle up here.
It sounds really terrific. And I guess you can see your real impact in the community.
Yeah, for sure. You can see how MNP, we do a lot of fundraising events that donate back, and you get to see the real experiences from people within the community.
Well, that's just great, Joel. Thank you so much for giving us your insights and the advice that you gave for students and recent grads.
Thanks for having me.
Well, unfortunately, that's all the time we have for today. A special thank you to Indy, Jesse, and Joel for answering all our questions for our audience. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and visit our website, TalentEgg.ca, to find out more about careers at MNP. Tune in next time for TalentEgg Talks and have an excellent day.